he outside, he not happy. I'm outside and not happy. So that was the whole, process of okay. I'm sorry. Why your feelings be hurt like that? Okay. You're crying.
When Chrisean Rock was seen with her almost 2-year-old son. Christian Jesus Porter, who is still too little to walk, talk, or keep his head up by himself, fans became more and more alarmed. Concerns about his development have existed for a while. In fact, there have long been rumors that Christian's actions throughout her pregnancy are to blame for the delays. She still acts hesitant to acknowledge the gravity of the problem, frequently dismissing worries with distraction or denial. When she first presented her son, the uneasiness started. Particularly, one video stirred up tremendous emotions, holding her infant who is 4 months old. Many viewers, however, believe that the newborn's uncontrollable head, poor coordination, and frightening rather than endearing vocalizations might point to a medical problem. With tears in her eyes, she spoke of her happiness as a mother and commended his brilliance. One observer said, Christian appeared to be deeply deluded. They saw that her son was missing significant life events. He should be raising his head and chest during tummy time, considering his age, yet he doesn't smile or move. Christian claims that the only things that make him react are her and the smell of cannabis. He still lacks hand-eye coordination and makes harsh cat noises. Seems to be reading online criticism and trying to add remarks like he's so smart. But he's displaying signs typical of a newborn, not a child approaching 2. Her fans, however, leap to her defense and assert that everything is okay. Some contend that even if something seems strange, it might be inherited. On the internet, some people criticize other people for pretending to be inexperienced medical personnel. They point out that the majority of those making judgments have only viewed brief footage and are unfamiliar with her. Children with exceptional needs are raised by many parents. Even while there is proof that she smoked and drank during her pregnancy, which typically has nothing to do with substance abuse, the allegations of substance usage are more than just online rumors. Even Blueface, who is thought to be the child's father, has voiced his worries in public. He wrote in one tweet, "My son is unhealthy since she smoked, drank, and was hit during her pregnancy. She was unable to take even a month off." The baby's problems were immediately linked to potential medical disorders by the internet. The youngster may have fetal alcohol syndrome or Cre-du-Chat syndrome, according to certain theories. His strange, sobbing sounds imply that his anguish or suffering increased after. Christian defended her Blueface face tattoo on Instagram Live. Viewers could not help but notice her son's constant cries in the background, which sounded as if he was respiratory issues. A mother went on to say, "I've never heard a baby cry like that." However, Christian did not halt the flow. She continued to argue for her ink. It may seem unbelievable, but Charleston White saw a problem before the baby was even born. In public, he wagered $5,000 that the baby would pass away and an additional $2,000 that he would be diagnosed with autism if he did. Many people are now questioning if he was correct, despite the fact that the remarks were severe and cruel at the time.
Blueface and Chrisean Rock have a baby. Let's start making bets now. Come on now, I'm calling. I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface have a baby. Baby gonna be dumb in the. They not gonna have a healthy baby. I got on it right now. I got $2,000. I got a side bet that the baby don't make it. I got a $2,000 side bet that they baby don't make it. I'll who on the bet. If it ain't gonna be, it's gonna be autistic. Or if it ain't be autistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
Started sharing real-time videos of Junior. The audience soon began to take notice. a lot of people started visualizing the child's traits and comparing them to those typically linked to fetal alcohol syndrome. Among the details noted were his small head, low nasal bridge, narrow eye apertures, and perhaps most concerning, his low birth weight, delayed growth, and indications of potential speech and vision problems. These fears may be the cause of the baby's frequent high-pitched cries that seem like screeches. Some viewers have even speculated that Chrisean Jr. may be blind due to his unwavering attention and lack of eye movement. Interestingly, however, no medical expert has endorsed any of these viewpoints. All of this is still just conjecture at the moment. Chrisean insists that her son's actions are normal for a baby his age and has repeatedly denied the allegations, calling them online rumors.
Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with, and what he look like, and what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God, and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this, bro. You know why? Cause all the glory to God, bro. Like, they're gonna be looking real stupid.
A new video of Junior was published, raising concerns about his development once more. It is crucial to remember that this child is nearly 2 years old. According to a quick internet search, a child should be able to identify familiar items by this age. Pick up the toy, move upstairs, and run while maintaining your balance, among other basic instructions. You can even begin putting simple 2-word phrases together. But this most recent video of Junior has raised grave concerns once more. So how does a Christian react to criticism that doesn't go away? She maintains that her son is doing well. But not everyone is in agreement. According to a disgruntled viewer, Chrisean Rock enrages them because, in their opinion, her child needs immediate medical attention. However, admitting that would mean that she would have to take responsibility for the poor decisions she made throughout her pregnancy, which the commenter says she doesn't appear to want to do. They contended that this refusal to accept responsibility is the true problem, and Blueface has expressed his own views. Describing Chrisean as an unfit mother on a regular basis, he specifically blamed her for Junior's hernia surgery, saying she repeatedly postponed it to serve her personal interests. Notably, Chrisean is not the only person receiving criticism in this situation. Many are wondering why Blueface decided to post their son's medical condition on social media in the first place, as if to embarrass Chrisean instead of putting the child's welfare first.
The hernia, because that blew the internet up.
It was taking too long. It was taking too long.
What was?
The hernia.
For her to get care?
Yeah, it was taking way too long. I wasn't notified until maybe a week after she had the baby. And then I'm telling her, like, how, she sent me the picture and I'm looking like, how is this okay for you? Like,
when he posted that, I didn't look at the photo because you sent him the photo because what? Like, explain.
This is his son, y'all. I'm like, he texted my phone about, you doing this, little baby. I'm like, bro, your son is about to go under anesthesia for a big hernia. Can I just at least get a little bit, like, do you care about our son's life right now, bro? Like, this what it looks like. I'm not capping.
In a recent interview, Blueface's mother Carissa discussed the impact her grandson's illness had on her. She revealed that when she first met him, she was seriously skeptical of his vision because she couldn't tell if he was looking into space or at her. "It broke my heart," she remarked, "and when I first saw it, I was a little heartbroken, even." Though she acknowledged that it was quite painful to see Junior in that restaurant and not know where he was looking. She made it plain that she loves all of her grandchildren despite their difficulties. But she told herself, as long as he can laugh, cry, and giggle, he is still capable of making other people happy. Since it has been established that Junior is blind in both ESA diagnosis, that even Carissa herself attests, 2 people online are demanding that he receive the appropriate care. She insisted on watching the video again of Christian attempting to serve him mashed potatoes at the eatery. The infant was not opening his mouth or grasping for the spoon. That clarifies it now. He wasn't blinking or monitoring anything, just watching. It was disastrous. Everyone was aware of the problem. Although Christian did once mention in passing a deuces. That makes you cry uncontrollably. She never specifically affirmed anything. The one who has stated the truth is Carissa. The situation has made others feel terrible for the youngster because of Christian's prior behavior. On her show and in public, she was seen drinking and doing drugs while pregnant. She seemed to be deeply rooted in denial. Observers are alarmed by the child's big, unblinking eyes and seeming weakness. His mother has failed to come to terms with the fact that he clearly needs medical help and physical therapy. Experts contend that even if Christian insists that things will improve over time, the symptoms will only become worse. Stronger as he ages, the story continues as if that weren't enough. Christian's best buddy Marsh looked after Junior while she was in prison. Christian was furious to hear that Marsh planned to take him to the hospital due to his condition. Marsh explained in publicly available messages that she had agreed to watch Junior in return for assistance, but that nothing came of it. No supplies, no cash. Junior had only the clothes on his back, no blanket, milk, bottles, or even a car seat. Marsh had her own child to care for, so she tried to conceal as much as she could, but she still felt abandoned, particularly after spending so much time assisting her friend's youngster. Marsh explained how her sister became worried and offered to assist when Junior continued to spit up a sign that he needed medical assistance. When Christian found out, she supposedly became angry. The time has come for someone to step in and remove Junior from Marsh's sister. Marsh claimed that instead of actually helping the baby, Christian was more concerned with hiding his condition. She even made up photos to make it look like Junior was in good health for social media. Marsh asserted that she had always kept an eye on Christian's Reddit behavior. As she updated her posts, Christian used phrases like they're saying he can't walk or hold himself up. I'll upload a picture of him using a walker. But Marsh would respond, Christian, he can't though. Her delusions were demonstrated by Christian's statement, which said, I need to convince them that he can, or else they'll blame it on my drinking. Even though I wasn't drinking that much, she consistently avoids giving him the attention he requires. Not long ago, I went to an event with Junior, who, even though he was over 2 years old, was still clearly struggling to hold his head up, a skill that most children master well before their time. Christian has opted for a different route, one that leans more toward spirituality rather than acknowledging the issue or actively seeking help. She has been enjoying a spiritual journey and discovering God in public. However, a lot of supporters think it is a distraction from the real issue. A heartbroken viewer commented, "This is so sad, Christian," adding, "There are literally people who could help your